tied up and taken by Norwich. Good pressure from Bailey. Martinson now behind the cage. Gets it to Pisiak just below the face-off circle. Spins around. That's Dalton. Dalton plays catch with Bailey. He gets the puck back and gets his pocket picked. Here comes Norwich back the other way. That's Impins. Impins takes a shot. It was wide and got deflected towards the net, but it also went wide. Puck coming through the slot back the other way. Sharks clear loose for the moment. There's Stefan. Norwich losing possession. Dalton there. He gets his pocket picked as well. Montgomery battling for possession. Puck goes on cage. And Zinnin will cover. Montgomery playing the... Neeson will take the draws. Norwich to put some pressure on, but nothing doing there. Steven, D-to-D pass. A really bad defensive zone turnover. As the Sharks had numbers but couldn't get a shot off. Now here comes Kreisen for Norwich. His pass to the point was deflected. That's by Bailey. Stefan, D-to-D pass. Puck is dumped in and flipped out of the Sharks' D zone. They will get somewhat of a line change. A couple players go off the ice. Errant pass gets intercepted by Martinson. Trying to barrel forward, can't get going. Tortuliat forces a turnover, takes a shot, gets saved. Into the corner, here's Dalton. Trying to get to the point, didn't get anything on it. Tortuliat circling above the blue line. Nice pass on the backhand up to Dalton. Dalton trying to keep, cannot. Shot from a tough angle gets saved by Alfano. Norwich will break out. Played up through center ice, but Dalvang there to intercept. Plays it back to... Long cross ice pass goes out of the reach of Strahan. Norwich maintains possession. Neither team really able to set anything up so far as Norwich skates offside. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 12 minutes on. Face-off won by Norwich, and they go offside once more, so we're going to do it again. Face-off right in front of the Sharks bench. Martinson wins the draw and gets it to his defenseman. Flipped up for Bailey. Sharks go offside. Teams trading offside calls. Tied up, one back to the blue line. Steinberg keeps over to Plummer. Couldn't get a shot off. Mills there for Norwich, made a nice play. Able to get them out of trouble, at least for that moment. Sharks offside, had to touch up. Norwich able to move forward here with numbers. Steven plays behind the net. Nice defensive play there from Steinberg, who flips up to Schaefer through center ice. And back the other way comes Norwich. Shot gets blocked right into the corner, off the glass it goes. I believe that's Mills behind the net. Couldn't handle the puck, and Long Beach will skate out freely. That'll be another icing on the Sharks with 9:07 to go in the first period. But teams looking like they're just kind of filling each other out so far. Face-off won by Norwich. Shot from the point was blocked. Sharks able to clear. Puck doesn't have enough juice on it, and icing will be waved off. Norwich trying to catch the Sharks in the middle of a change. Impis takes a shot. It was blocked by O'Connor. O'Connor gets to Hasselberg, who pushes it forward. And the Sharks try to break out, but they can't turn it over in their own D zone. Luckily enough for them, able to get it back and avoid any further danger. 8.5 to go. First period, no score here in Long Beach. Face-off is won by Norwich. Walking the line. Over to Neeson. Takes a shot, blocked by O'Connor, and the puck gets out of the zone. Norwich with 10 seconds to go on their man advantage. Unable to get anything really going here. As it is about to expire. Plummer out of the box and hops into the bench as Baker hops on the ice for him. Strahan clears. And Norwich unsuccessful in their first power play of the game. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first period. Dangerous play there by Baker. But no harm done. Baker making a move. Just firing it cross ice. Trying to slow things down. Gets the puck back. Plays it forward for Tertulliat. Montgomery. Looking for Tertulliat. Did he get a piece of it? Referees will say no. It'll be another icing on the Sharks. Sent back down the other way for an icing. So we'll do the offensive zone draw yet again. 2:03 remaining. MacArthur will take the draw. Wins it back to O'Connor. Takes a shot on the ground. Sticked away by Alfano. Everyone resumes their places. McCarthy is it back to O'Connor. Plays it up forward. McCarthy behind the net. Played through center ice. Puck's bouncing. Bounce over a couple players. Sticks. Ultimately, Norwich comes out with it. Strahan plays it forward. Here's McCarthy. He turns it over. And back the road we go. Around the cage. Dumped in. 1.5 remaining first period. Sharks clear. Hot in pursuit is Pisiak. Can't get there. And with 1:15, the Sharks will get a change. Here is Tertulliat, leaves for Plummer at his own blue line, flips it forward, not enough on it, then intercepted. Plummer and Tertulliat lay the box. Face off won by Norwich and gloved by Zinnan. To the point, here's Steven. Back to him. Here comes Norwich. Skating through the neutral zone. Neeson has it. 16 on the clock. Takes a shot off the face mask of Zinnan. Back into the point as the Sharks try to clear. Sharks trying to clear. Can't get it out, and Norwich maintains possession. Neeson takes a shot, blocked away by Zinnin. And the Sharks fired in. Minutes ago on the man advantage. Zinnin clears. And the Sharks get whistled down. Not sure exactly. Going face off one forward. And here is Nikolov along the half wall. 5 seconds to go on the man advantage. Shot towards the net, looking for a deflection. Couldn't get there. Into the corner to Tuliot. Trying to toe drag. They had it. They have their man Wilkerson out of the penalty box. Hits a slap shot. Oh my goodness! Howitzer above the glove of Zinnin. That's not exactly how I would expect. Tied up along the half wall. Norwich comes up with the loose puck. Under 7 minutes to go. And Norwich looking to add on to their lead. Shot from the far side, glove down by Zinnin. And he elects to cover. One back by Norwich. Able to play it back towards the goal line. Now just below the face-off circle. Try to get to the point for Pavlik. Couldn't get it to him. Steven trying to make something happen. Puck finds him yet again. He enters the zone, but they are well offside. So 6:33 to go in the second period. Another whistle. Norwich gets a turnover, comes back the other way. Shot towards the net, sticked away by Zinnin. Rebound, sticked away yet again. Sharks will flip it out of their own zone. Icing is waved off. They will have to slow things down and regroup. Sharks into the zone. Left here is Plummer. Takes a shot. Save. Rebound. Couldn't get another shot off. Norwich trying to clear. Plenty of time and space, and they will. They control possession through center ice. Here's Pinkerman, left wing. Pinkerman driving. Goes around the net. Finds a man. Dropped it off. Couldn't get a shot off, and here comes Schaefer back the other way. 5:35 to go. Steinberg left wing. There's Nikolov. Steinberg shoots. Save. And a cover. Through. And this game is all tied up at 1 apiece. Stretch pass intercepted by Pavlik of Norwich. And he puts a hit on a man, sending him to the ground. That was Martinson. Shot to the net by Dalton was saved and comes out towards the blue line. Sharks keeping, at least for the moment. They're going to get a line change. As Norwich tries to break out of their own end and clear. They do. Neeson lofts into the corner. Around the wall it goes. Back the other way. Towards the net, sticked away by Zinnin. 2.5 to go, second period. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. Turnover in their own D zone allows Norwich to set up once more. But the Sharks come out with the puck. 2-on-2 back the other way. Bailey and Pisiak. Bailey makes a move towards the net. Bailey stops on a dime. Comes out. McCarthy is there. Right place, right time. And the Sharks take the lead. A beautiful break. Shot to the heart for Norwich. The Sharks have now scored 3 unanswered. Face-off 1, Montgomery. Up to Baker. Skating through center ice. Cycle behind the net. Norwich trying to clear. No icing. Montgomery able to clear. Goes off the leg of a referee. 2-on-1 back the other way. Tortulak leading the charge. Flip it to Dalvang. Saucer pass, and the one-time shot is swallowed by Alfano. So we got a game again, folks. 3-2 here with 17 to go in the third period. Lots of game left to be played. Norwich now moving with a lot of speed and momentum. Turnover in the neutral zone. Bodies go flying. Hope everyone's okay. They're all back to their feet. And looks like everyone is okay. Sharks trying to create a turnover but are unable to. So they will regroup at center ice. Here is Bailey near side. Gets walled off. Neeson with it for Norwich. Around the net it goes, and Strahan able to clear. McCarthy with speed coming back the other way. Pisiak with him as well. Finds the stick of Pisiak. He gets walled off, and Norwich takes over. Norwich, a long pass through center ice. Beats everyone. It's 1-on-1 back the other way. They may beat Zinnin. This game's all tied up at 3. Zinnin to tie this game up at 3 apiece. Face-off 1 by Norwich. Back to the point. Yannick takes a shot. Gets blocked. It's a foot race for the puck. Strahan is after it. Icing is waved off. I think Strahan might have beat it. Under 12.5 to go here, third period. Sharks looking for the tiebreaker. There's Pisiak moving on in. Pisiak gets to his forehand. A weak shot was blockered away. Norwich trying to come out with it. They are unable to, at least for now. Strahan plays it forward. Knocked away by Yannick. And sent in behind the cage of Zinnin. O'Connor back for it. Getting pressured, leaves for Montgomery, the captain, who floats it up through center ice. Glove down. Good hit there along the far side. Puck goes through center ice. Icing will be called as Montgomery gets there well ahead of time. Nikolov will take the offensive zone draw to the left of Alfano. Wins it back. Di Tommaso plays it into the corner. Schaefer for it. And he's after it. And Di Tommaso puts the pass back. Into the corner around the net and along the near side now. Plummer keeps. Fires it on net. Bouncing puck is corralled and covered. Di Tommaso will take the offense. Face-off 1 by the Sharks. And puck batted out of play, so we get another whistle, another neutral zone draw. Sharks looking again to break the tie here. Bouncing puck through neutral ice. And finds the stick of Schaefer as he tried to tip it in to the Norwich end. but gets walled off. Shot towards the net. Pad save. Rebound comes out. No shot gets back on net. Schaefer. One man to beat. Does he have an angle? I don't think so. He takes a shot, gets sticked away, and out of play. 6:50 to go in this third period. In this third period, still deadlocked at 3. Will we end this inning in regulation, or will we have overtime? Only time will tell. We'll find out in the next 4:08. Yannick takes a turnaround shot, goes way wide. And looks like Dalton will be there first to clear. Gets out of the zone. Bailey and Dalton and Martinson now pushing forward. Bank pass off the wall. Finds a stick of Neeson. Takes a shot, gets blocked by Steinberg, goes around. Played by Zinnin. Up to Dalton. Flipped, cross ice. Banks off the board for Martinson, who plays it forward yet again. Nobody home. 3:40, third period. Norwood fires it in, and Norwood will get a change. Strahan trying to make something happen, loses the puck. Here's Neeson, fakes a shot, goes to the corner, and cycles it back towards the other way. Yannick with it, looking, takes a shot, blocked. Rebound, shot, rebound. And it squeaks out of the zone. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third period, and that puck goes out of play right into the Sharks bench. I don't know which one by Long Beach gets us here at 3-3. Face off one by the Sharks. Steinberg off to get it. Up to Dalvang, I believe. No, that was Baker looking for Tortulia. Icing waved off. Good hustle from Dalvang. Puck sent into the air. Dalvang battling for it. 1:35 to go here in the third period. Long cross-ice pass. It gets to Neeson. Does he have an angle? Stops on a dime, takes a tough angle shot, bouncing puck, gloved by Steinberg. Comes down, Neeson can get a blade on it, shot goes wide. 1:20 remaining. Who will be the hero? Norwich maintaining possession. 1:10 to go. Neeson can't handle the pass, Martinson and Tortulia battling for it. They send it in on net. And it'll just be covered with 59.9 to go here in the third period. Big offensive. O'Connor just below the dot.